The Johnson Wax Program with Fibber McGee and Molly. The makers of Johnson Wax and Johnson's Water Repellent Glow Coat present Fibber McGee and Molly with Bill Thompson, Gail Gordon, Arthur Q. Bryan, Dick LeGrand, Elvia Ellman, and me, Harlow Wilcox. The script is by Don Quinn and Phil Leslie, and the music by the King's Men and the Billy Mills Orchestra. Fibber McGee and Molly will join us in a moment. Now, recent surveys disclose important news about Johnson's Glow Coat. They show that families with children are among the biggest users of self-polishing floor wax that's now positively water repellent. Now it's easy to see why. With children in the house, mud and snow are bound to be tracked in. Water and food are bound to be splashed or spilled. Well, that's when you thank your lucky stars for Glow Coat. Just a flick of the cloth whisk mud and moisture off that hard, gleaming surface. Glow Coat stays on, stays bright, even after repeated damp mopping. And there's something else that's even bigger news, because it's positively water repellent. Glow Coat now lasts up to 4 times longer, and that means more of your money in every drop of Glow Coat you buy. Less work, too, because you have to do your floor so much less often. So tomorrow, get Johnson's Glow Coat. Whether you have children or not, you'll need this water repellent floor polish for longer lasting beauty and protection. It's in the familiar Glow Coat package. You know, there's been a lot of... Well, there's been a great deal of discussion lately, pro and con, about flying saucers. The pro people swear they've seen them, and the con people say the pro people are victims of mass hypnotism. Here's one of the con men and his wife, Fibber McGee and Molly.
And furthermore, you show me a guy that claims he's seen a flying saucer, and I'll show you a guy that the whole thing is just a mere pygmy of his imagination.
Oh, you don't mean pygmy, dearie. A pygmy's a little human being.
Yeah, well, they claim they've seen them too. Men from Mars, 23 inches tall, with big heads. Now, the whole thing is ridiculous. It's mass hysteria.
Oh, now, I wouldn't dismiss the subject as easy as that, McGee. The paper said this morning that an Army pilot chased one for 20 minutes.
Yeah, but did he catch it? No, sir. Did anybody ever catch one? No, sir. And why not? Because they're an optical derision, that's why.
Oh, look, sweetheart. Army pilots aren't usually hysterical people. Transport flyers must have good eyesight, or they wouldn't transport flights.
Yeah.
Well, I'm inclined to think that, well, there's so much smoke, it can't always be a false alarm.
Okay, Tootsie, okay. You'll see. When they finally catch up with one of them things, you'll see nobody ever will. This stuff is nothing new. Oh, who was it back in 1912 that reported seeing a spaceship from Jupiter flying low and slow over the brewery back in Peoria? Me, that's who.
You?
Yeah, you betcha. And what did it turn out to be? A baby caterpillar crawling across my sunglasses. Flying saucers.
All right, I won't argue, lover, but I'm still not convinced.
Well, I am. My personal opinion is that anybody that claims he's seen a flying saucer ought to go to a good optimist and get his peepers overhauled. Well, I got to go downtown. You want to go with me, Ma?
Yes, it's such a nice day for a walk. What are you going to do downtown anyway?
I got to look up a good patent lawyer about my new invention.
Oh, invention.
Yes, mm-hmm.
Well, you mean the plastic cross piece for the radio aerial so neighbors will think you have a TV set?
No. This is a new type of alarm clock. It's got a sponge rubber bell that you can't hear when it rings on Sunday mornings.
Well, you ought to make a small fortune with that. Very small.
Huh?
Oh, I'll get my hat, dearie.
All right.
Come in.
Well, if it ain't the big pink doctor with a little black bag. Hello, Doc.
Hello, Doc Gamble.
Hello, McGee. Hello, Molly. You going somewhere?
Yes, I always wear my hat in the house, though. Then if somebody comes to the door that I don't want to talk to, I can say, oh, I'm on my way out. And if somebody I like comes, I can say, well, I just got here.
And in this case, we're just going out.
All right. I can tell you a hint. I'm not as thick-skinned as somebody I know that I could reach out and touch if I hadn't just washed my hands. Can I drop you any place, McGee? Like maybe on the top of your head?
Oh, well, we were just going downtown, Doctor. Can you give us a lift? Oh, and by the way, you're an educated man. What is your opinion of a flying saucer?
Educated man, my clavicle. He's the type of ignoramus that believes anything.
Children, I've been practicing medicine for 30 years.
Practicing is right.
I believe everything and nobody. If hundreds of reputable citizens claim to see strange things in the sky, I'd be the last one to prescribe scoff medicine.
Oh, now there, McGee, you see, Doc Gamble is no skeptic.
Oh, he's open-minded, all right. The wind blows right through it. So you believe in this flying saucer moo-holla, huh? Childish?
I didn't say I believed in them.
Oh?
But I don't deny there might be such things. I've never heard a politician tell the truth, but that doesn't prove it couldn't happen.
Oh.
Yeah, well.
Come on. Come on, guys. I'll drive you downtown.
Well, we're on the front burner now.
Yeah.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, thank you, Doc. Much obliged. And if I see any spaceships on the way, I'll let you know.
Okay, thanks. Are you ready, Molly?
Let's go, gentlemen.
Flying saucers, flying saucers. That's pure mob psychiatry. That's what that is. Historia. I'll believe in them when I see them, and by George, I'll bet it'll be a long time before I see any.
Heavenly days, McGee! Look up there!
Hey,
it's
Doc.
up!
It's coming this way. Oh, my gosh, it's a flying saucer. Look at the tubes and the knobs. Look at it smoke right in our own front yard. Yow!
Great Scott, if I hadn't believed this with my own eyes, I wouldn't have seen it.
Oh, stay away from it! Stay away from it, boys! It might be dangerous. What do you think, Doctor?
I don't know. It's a weird-looking object.
I got to report this. I'll call Washington, the Hexagon building. You wait here and I'll keep an eye on it. Where's the phone? Where's the phone? Oh, let's see. Hey, hand me the phone there. Somebody. Let me turn that page and I'll get the phone, huh? Hello, operator? Yes, give me long Washington and D.C. distance. Yeah, connect me with the Army. Hello? Hello, Army? This is Fibber McGee in Wistful Vista. A flying saucer just crashed in my front yard. Huh? What do you say, Army? Rope it off and keep people away from it? Okay, Army, right away. Come on, get some rope, everybody. Get some rope. We got to rope this thing off and keep people away from it. Orders from Washington. I called them, you know.
What'd they say?
Well, they say it sounded like a lot of silly nonsense and don't talk about it to too many people. And they also said that it was probably just my imagination and they're going to rush out and take pictures of it. Oh, boy, a flying saucer right in our own front yard. Yeah. And the first time I seen it, it was coming in low over the trees with its rocket shooting out blue flames.
All right, folks, keep moving, keep moving.
It was in trouble, see? And I says to my wife, look, I says, a flying saucer. There's no such, she says, a thing. Then I says, don't be, I says, so skeptical. I says, and then she says that...
All right, folks, move along, keep moving. And you, Gabby, get off them front steps and run along.
He doesn't have to get off those steps. He lives here. Don't you, Gabby?
Huh?
McGee.
You betcha. Now, don't start ordering me around, Flatfoot. I'm the fellow that first seen that flying saucer. I seen it crash, too. It was coming in low over the trees, see, with its rocket shooting blue flames. I seen it was in trouble because...
Yeah, and I've heard this 12 times already. Hey, you kids, get away from them ropes over there.
Oh, my. I haven't seen such excitement since the lion got loose in the circus and he chased him back in the cage.
Oh, I wasn't chasing him. He grabbed my hamburger and I was trying to get it back.
Oh.
My gosh, I was... Hey, look at the Boy Scout. Oh, handsome kid in that uniform, ain't he? Hey, bud, you want to hear about how I seen a flying saucer crash?
Yeah.
Yes, sir, I would.
Well, that's fine, Sonny. I think all you Boy Scouts should know about things like this.
Oh, I'm not a Boy Scout, ma'am.
Huh?
I'm a lieutenant colonel in the Air Force. Retired.
A lieutenant colonel?
Oh, Oh, yes, sir. I'm not as young as I look. I'm 20.
Oh.
Can you tell me, sir, did this aircraft have a tapered empennage? And did it appear to have a guided missile rather than a conventional pilot-controlled type? Would you say it was dependent on rocket propulsion or some hitherto unknown gravity-repellent magnetic field or some turbojet power?
Yeah,
tell him, dearie.
Okay. All right. Well, sir, Bud, the first time I seen it, it was coming in slow over the trees, eh? And with its rocket shooting out blue flames. Hey, wait a minute. How do I know you ain't some kind of agent for a foreign power buster?
Yeah.
Are you an American? Are them American decorations there on your uniform?
Oh, yes, sir. Most of them I got since the war, though.
Oh?
Spraying fruit trees. This is a distinguished flute fry award that I got with the 6 twigs, and it was for 20 combat missions over an apple orchard in Walla Walla.
Heavenly days, and you got back safely from all of them?
Oh, yes, ma'am. My last mission was pretty tough, though. My wingman crashed into a cider mill and came in at 12 o'clock. Hi. Well, thanks for the information, sir. Good day, ma'am.
Good day, Sonny. Oh, I mean Colonel. Heavenly days, what are they doing now?
Well, let's go over and see. But don't get too close, Tootsie. That thing might be retroactive.
Radioactive, dear. Retroactive means it goes back.
Well, this baby won't be going back anywhere. It looks like our kitchen stove after I make pancakes, all battered up. Hey, folks, let us through here, please. Let us through now. We're the people we've seen the crash now. Let us through.
Look, Betty, there's that pot-bellied little moron that's been ordering everybody around. He must think he owns this place.
He don't own nothing, that petty larceny little twerp. He'll probably want to charge us 4 bits a head for just standing here.
All right, folks. All right now. You're all trespassing on my property, you know. And everybody that wants to stay around and watch, it'll cost you 2 bits a head.
Now, take it easy, dearie. You cannot charge people. Oh, hello there, Mr. Wilcox.
Oh, hiya, Junior.
Let the man through, folks. Let him through.
Oh, thank you. Hello, Molly. Hello, pal. Hey, here you got a flying saucer here. Is that it over there, that pile of junk?
That's it, Junie. Me and Molly and Doc Gamble seen it crash. I first seen it coming in low over the trees, see? Flying low with orange and green lights. 5 little men sticking their heads out of the porthole. It circled the city hall, and then they all jumped out and bailed out of the whole bunch of...
McGee!
Huh?
They did not.
Well, they must have. There wasn't anybody here when it crashed.
Oh.
Well, this is very interesting. This is the first real proof we've had of interplanetary travel. Hey, I'm going to ask for a bigger sales territory for Johnson Wax products.
Huh?
Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus. Ah, Venus. That's for me.
You know, maybe they don't have linoleum in Mars, Mr. Wilcox.
Well, they won't have any Mars on their linoleum either. Well, at least they won't when I tell them that wonderful Johnson's Wax water-repellent glow coat, the finest protection against Mars and scratches and spilled things that money can buy.
Hey, wait a minute there, Flash Gordon. You seriously think you could take a spaceship up through the Milky Way to sell glow coat?
Oh, the Milky Way is a lot of linoleum. That's how it looks after that mopping, pal.
Yeah,
Johnson's water-repellent glow coat leaves no milky-looking streaks by Jupiter.
Oh, well, that's very well to sell wax from a spaceship, Mr. Wilcox. But what if you should run into one of those big, what do you call a star with a tail?
Lassie.
Oh, you.
But this is a fascinating idea. Just think, flying through space. Johnson's star salesman carrying the Johnson water-repellent glow coat message throughout the whole solar system, showing the housewives on thousands of other planets how simply and easily and economically they can protect their wood and linoleum floors against cosmic dust and tracked-in mud from meteor showers, with the wax protection that stays on and stays bright.
Hey, Waxy?
Yeah, pal.
Mr. Wilcox, what do you seriously think of a flying saucer?
Yes.
Well, if they really develop them, they'd be great for honeymoon trips.
Yeah?
There's no place to spoon like a saucer.
Yeah. No place to spoon like a saucer. I don't know what we'd ever do without that boy, but it sure is a sweet thought to play with every now and then.
Now, McGee, I think he's a very conscientious lad.
Yeah.
You are Comrade McGee?
Oh, yes, sir. We are. I mean, he is. I mean, I'm Mrs. McGee, his wife by marriage, you know.
Da.
Hi, Mr. Da.
No, not Da. My name is Sergei Petrovsky. I'm tourist.
Isn't that a Russian name, sir?
Нет. No, Petrovsky's good American name. You give me loyalty, I sign. Then I take plenty pictures of flying saucer. You care?
No. Just as long as you ain't a spy, bud. Do you want a story to go with it? Well, sir, I first seen it coming in low over the trees at an altitude of about 10,000 feet, see?
Oh, where did you say you were from, sir?
Brooklyn Glide. Now I take pictures. Out of the way, capitalist. Spazva. I take plenty pictures now. Click, 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 click.
Yeah, pleasant guy, huh? And them mustaches look kind of familiar. I don't know.
Well, McGee, this is quite an exhibit you have here. As mayor of the town in which a real flying saucer has first seen, I would like to just say...
The first time we saw it, Mayor, it was coming in low over the trees.
Hey, now, hey, wait a minute. I'll tell it, kiddo. I'll tell it. I've had more experience. It was coming in over them trees, Latrivia, flying low and kind of wobbly.
Yeah, yes, I've heard all about it, McGee. You haven't exactly been reticent about this, you know.
Yeah, you bet I haven't. Orders, boy. The Army told me not to talk. Security reasons, top secret.
Big deal. Off the bottom of the deck.
Well, I've always said that if you want to keep a flying saucer a secret, there's nothing like sending them across the sky on a clear day to crash in some talkative fellow's front yard with a loud noise.
Well, Mr. Mayor, what do you think of this thing?
Well, it's the first one I've seen. My nephew is an airline pilot. He chased a flying saucer last week for 20 minutes.
My gosh, the trivia. Did he catch it?
No, but he would have if he'd been in his airplane, I guess. As it was, he tripped over a horse and fell flat. Oh, wait just a moment. What's this? What's this?
Hey, look, soldiers. The Army's taking the flying saucer over. Look, Molly.
Heavenly days. Look at the fancy uniforms. They must all be generals.
Wow.
Company! Ho! At ease. Are you His Honor the Mayor?
Yes, I'm my honor. I'm his mayor. Darn it, I'm the mayor of Latrivia. Is the Army taking over here, boy?
Oh, gee, I don't know, Mr. Mayor. We're the Shriners drill team from Springfield, and we got lost. Did you happen to see the parade go past here?
No, the parade's on 14th Street. Just go 3 blocks west down there and turn right.
Oh, thank you very much. Team Hook, about feet, forward, forward. And now we welcome back to the KCAL microphone, Mr. Roger Garrison.
Put another nickel in the Nickelodeon. All I want is having you and music, music, music. Put another, want you to, anything you'd want me to. All I want is kissing you and music, music, music. Closer, my dear, come closer. The nicest part of any melody is when you're dancing close to me. Put another nickel in the Nickelodeon. All I want is loving you and music, music, music. Your turn. Put another nickel in the Nickelodeon. All I want is having you and music, music, music. I'd do anything for you, anything you want me to. All I want is having you and music, music, music. Everybody, closer. put another nickel in my Nickelodeon. All I want is loving you and music, music, music.
Thank you. All right. Move back there, please, folks. Don't touch the flying saucer.
Hey, who's that smart aleck? I don't see no uniform on him.
Oh, he lives here. He's the one who saw it crash. His name is McSpee, Blabber McSpee.
Yeah.
And I was talking to him.
And now stand back, bud. Don't touch the flying saucer. Security rules, you know. Now stand back.
Oh, McGee,
Huh?
here's a lady that would like to see you.
Oh.
This is my husband, Miss Dendron.
Oh, I'm so happy to know you, Mr. McGee.
Well, thanks, sis. What'd you say your name was?
Dendron, Mr. McGee. Rhoda Dendron of the Wistful Vista Peony and Petunia Club.
Oh.
Well, the girls have asked me to interview you for our club paper, the Petunia Planter.
Oh, isn't that nice, dearie?
Oh, you mean on account of me finding the saucer and all, huh?
Yes.
The Petunia planter, eh? Well, you can tell your readers, sis, that I was a well-known planter myself at one time.
Why, really, Mr. McGee?
yes.
Let me make some notes. Oh, this will just thrill the girls. What did you plant, Mr. McGee?
Corn, mostly.
No. I had charge at one time of my Aunt Rose's raisin ranch, and we raised more real raisins than any raisin ranch has raised in recent years.
Oh, dear.
Raising raisins?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, my. Let me write this down. Every word of it. Our readers will just love it.
Well, sis, Aunt Rose's raisin ranch raised such good raisins that we started raising raisin prices. And the raisin prices of Rose's and Raisin Ranch raised raisins raised holy heck with the other raisin ranchers. I watched the raisin market for recent years in rises, and the rates went by the time they got to the real...
Okay. Are you taking notes, dear?
You better get another pencil out. I watched the raisin market for recent rises in raisin rates, and by the time the rates for the real ranch raised raisins rose to right, all the raisins re-raised was rotted right on Rose's ranch. That's right. So between raisin raisins and raisin ranchers and raisin rates and rotten raisins, we plowed the whole thing up and planted tulips. Now, did you get that, sis? Did you get it written down?
Well, I broke the point on my pencil. Would you mind repeating that?
Excuse me, sis. I got to go talk to this guy over here.
Yes, pardon us, Miss Petunia.
Hey, bud. You in the uniform with the scrambled eggs on your shoulder and the gravy on your sleeve. You looking for me?
Are you McGee?
Yes, he is, sir, and I am Mrs. McGee.
How do you do, Mrs. McGee? I'm General Bacon, head of intelligence.
Well, I'm glad to know you, Baconhead. Well, sir, we were standing on the...
Oh, no, McGee.
Huh?
General Bacon it is.
Oh.
Oh, how do you do? I'm sure, General. If there's anything we can tell you about it, we will be...
Thank you, Mrs. McGee, very much. But I now have a complete report from the police and from my men here. We will take charge now.
I think I'd better fill you in, General, just in case they missed any details. You'll want an eyewitness account to take back to Eisenhower anyway.
Well, Eisenhower retired.
Well, wake him up. My gosh, this thing is important. Now, for the first time I seen this flying saucer, General, it was coming in low at a high altitude with its rockets shooting out blue flame and... where you going, Molly?
In the house a minute, dearie. I've heard this till I'm sick and tired of it.
Yeah, me too. But anyway, like I say, it was coming in low over the trees. Hey, General, where'd you go? Oh, well, if nobody wants to hear about the flying saucer, I guess I might as well...
Okay. Hey, move. Let me through.
Huh?
Let me move. Get out. Move, people. This is important. Don't you get it? I'm a personal friend of the family.
Hey, Teeny.
Hey, mister.
Hey, Teeny, how you doing? Well, you better get up here on the porch, sis, before you get stepped on.
Okay.
Come on up here.
I'm coming.
That's my girl.
Ooh, wow. Thanks, mister, but, policemen and soldiers and, well, what's all the crowd for, mister, huh? What's it for? Tell me.
Well, they're here to see me, sis. You see, I have just become the first man to establish contact with another planet. I have just had a visit from Mars.
Mars?
Yeah.
Well, did he give you any candy bars, Mr. Hook? I love Mars bars.
No. No, sis. Now look. You ever heard of flying saucers, Teeny?
Well, sure I have, I betcha.
Yeah?
Well, yeah, see, me and Willie Troupe, we made one this morning, mister.
Oh, you did, hey? You and Willie Toops made a flying saucer?
Well, sure.
Oh.
Well, we had some big, huge skyrockets left from last year, and we fastened them onto my mama's old roasting pan, and then we just lit it up, and it sailed over our house, and well, hey, there it is.
What?
Yeah, that's our flying saucer.
What?
Hey, Willie!
You mean to tell...
Sure! Hey, Willie, here's our flying saucer in the driveway. Okay, one side, everybody. That's mine. Hey, Willie, come on!
I was very surprised that Mayor Latrivia was fooled by that flying saucer. Mm-hmm. He was a chief gunner's mate in the Coast Guard, you know.
Yeah, done a lot of time in submarines, too. He says they used to while away the time playing cards while they were submerged.
My, think of that. Playing cards deep under the ocean.
Yeah, but as Latrivia says, there's been a lot of bridge under the water since then. Get it, kiddo? Bridge under the water, water under the bridge.
Tain't funny, McGee. Tain't funny.
Yeah, well, you can't laugh very loud in a submarine anyway. Uses up too much air.
Good night, everybody.
Good
Thanks
night.
for coming.
The makers of Johnson Wax and Johnson's Water Repellent Glow Coat in Racine, Washington, and Branford, Canada bring you Fibber McGee and Molly each week at this time. Be with us again next Tuesday night, won't you? This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Corporation.
And we're off the air.